we made it to where we aren't losing sight of the big picture, where we want every single client to feel like they're our only client, and they're left off with that good feel of they got a good deal, and that we're not just, again, have a business relationship, but, we're truly become friends with a lot of our clients, and we see their family grow, and it's, a very rewarding experience.
Hi, my name is Paige Fierdorwicz, co-founder of On the Ave Real Estate Group.
Hi, my name's Anthony Addeo, co-founder on the Ave Real Estate Group.
Originally, what inspired me to get into real estate was the flexibility of the different avenues you can take, from flipping to investment properties. Fell in love with the architecture and the design, and that's actually how I started with my license. And then once I got it, it just took off from there, and I genuinely fell in love with it.
What inspired me to get in real estate was actually my father. So he was a fairly decent real estate investor, and I was around a lot of deals, and I learned a lot about brokers, the art of the deal, negotiations, and I fell in love with it. It was definitely something that I wanted to pursue from an early age.
I'm originally from a small village an hour north of Chicago. I had family that was here in Deerfield Beach that we visited every spring break since I can remember. And when I graduated, I just had to come to the warmth, and that's pretty much how I got here.
I was pretty much raised here in Delray. I went to Unity School locally. So really seeing the town kind of transition in Atlantic Avenue and all the restaurants that have come in throughout the years and everything develop was amazing. It definitely wasn't like that over 20 years ago. And seeing what that's done to the real estate market and all the diverse groups of people that have come in and really elevated the overall presence of the area has been very rewarding and awesome to be able to work in that market that you grew up in as well.
How we started our team is we would cross paths in the office, and we were the top 2 agents at the time in our office. And after a while, we would just kind of make little jokes to each other when we're going to work together and we'll do a deal together. And eventually, naturally, we had a listing that came up that we last minute went to together. And it was so natural how we just talked to the client, how we interacted as a team. And after that day, the rest is history. We ended up, forming a team, and we've done now, many, many transactions together, and we never looked back.
Contrary to beliefs, we actually have a very different approach to things. So it works. So when we're bouncing ideas off of one another, we really get both spectrums, and it really helps the client. And in the end, usually the decision that's made is very level on where it needs to go. Paige and I still oversee every single file, every single transaction. We have team meetings multiple times throughout the day, whether we're starting in the morning, catching up on previous showings, what's going on with clients. So even if something is, obviously transferred through to our team members, it's not something that ever leaves our sight. And then we still come in on pretty much every single negotiation. We're pretty much at every single closing and walkthrough.
I'm the warm networker. I'm a referral person. I am very social. So a lot of my business comes from shaking hands and going to events and just meeting people organically.
I'm a diehard numbers guy. So when it comes to underwriting a deal, or even for a lot of the developments that we work on, a new construction, and getting kind of some of the debt to run into that deal from banks, they really lean on me for a lot of those projections. And it's been, quite the organization to put that together.
I think that's something that's been instilled with me being from a very small town. You just are who you surround yourself with. And I think that's a big part of what we want to do. We want to surround ourselves with the best. So from building a team to bringing in our clients, and also making them feel like this is home to them too. Showing them the local spots, the local restaurants, and where to work out and where to grab food or whatever it may be. I think it's really important to make everyone feel very inclusive in that aspect.
A lot of these clients that we've been working with for the past 2 or 3 years, when we acquired and helped them acquire a lot of these development projects, now they're all coming to life in 2026, and we're super excited for that. That's going to be a lot of really great change, and we're excited for the back end that we're going to have on that to accomplish all this.